Hey Mixers, welcome back to another NBA player props video. Keontae cooked us, absolutely, but we still had a great day overall. So let's go ahead and jump into that, and then I have a bunch of picks for you for today in the Taco Tuesday slate. Alrighty, so the best bets went 1-1. Con Knipple had 38 PRA. He almost got us there at halftime. He was incredible. And then Keontae George, this was I knew he was going to cook us. Just because he had been playing well all game, but he was sitting at 28 to start the fourth quarter and wasn't in. And he came in with, so I was hoping the Timberwolves would just run up the score and the Jazz would just let the bench play. But instead, he came back in with 5 minutes left in the game and got like 10 points. I mean, he was a monster in that last 5 minutes of the game. So, he cooked us 39. Lesson learned, I guess. Bonus bets both hit, though. So Anthony Edwards over 29.5 points. You could have laddered that up to 35. I think over 34.5 was like plus 370 or something like that. I looked at it, but I didn't take it. And then over 4.5 3-pointers made plus 186. So we hit both of those best bets. And Josh Giddey didn't play. So on the bonus bet. All right, the leans did well. So 3-1 on the leans. Ace Bailey, he did have 10 points. Although that was frustrating. He missed a lot of shots, especially early on. Ayo DeSumo, he also had a slow start, but he did pick it up and ended up with 20. DeAndre Ayton hooked us, just needed one more basket to cash that one. And then Royce O'Neal over 2.5 3-pointers. He had 4. So I don't know what this 2.5 3-pointers line is. We got to look at it every time the Suns are playing. Jalen Duren did get his double-double easily, and then Cooper Flagg over 11.5 points. He had 26, so he had a good day. And then Franz Wagner did barely get his alt line. I know he left the game, but he still got there for us, so that was awesome. Our leans are up to 68%, which is crazy. Let's get into the picks for today, though. First one here is Emmanuel Quickley over 25.5 PRA. Now, RJ Barrett also in a good spot here, I think, and just in general, like the Raptors could blow out the Nets, so there's a little risk here, so just keep that in mind. But I feel like Emmanuel Quickley's role has been secure. And so I'm going to take him here over in only 4 of 10 games. But he hooked in 4 more games. Like he missed by 1 basket. So I'll take that. He's over in 3 of 3 head-to-heads, but that was before. That's with the Raptors. Sorry, I filtered out the games without the Raptors. So he has been well over this line against this team. But like I said, my only concern is they blow out the Nets and he doesn't see the same usage. I like this play. Next one here is going to be Jimmy Butler over 9.5 rebounds and assists. So he's over in 6 of 10 games, and he did have 18 in a head-to-head against the Thunder, but that was with the Heat. He hasn't played the Thunder since he's been on the Warriors. I think that's right. Anyway, the Thunder have been giving up a ton of long rebounds to people, and people like Jimmy Butler, who are going to be picking up those rebounds kind of farther away. So I really love this one. There's going to be a lot of 3-point shooting from the Warriors, I think. And whether those go in or not, I don't know. But there's going to be plenty of opportunities for some rebounds and some assists here. Dennis Schroeder, going back to him over the 7.5 rebounds and assists. Now, this is 8 on Prize Picks, but it's still 7.5 on Boom Fantasy, and I didn't look anywhere else. But he's over in 9 of 10 games this season. He's over in 4 recent head-to-heads, including once this year where he had 13. He did miss in this Timberwolves game, which was a blowout. So if that hadn't have been a blowout, he probably would have played his normal minutes and he would have gotten there just fine. So this game could also be a blowout, obviously. I mean, you never know. But just the consistency here, we've got to take a shot on this. My first lean for you is going to be Cedric Coward, the rookie on the Memphis Grizzlies. He's had a pretty solid role to start the season. He's over in 6 of 11 games, over 1.5 3-pointers made, and he's taking 4 to 7 3-pointers. I looked at KCP as well, and he's taking more 3-pointers than KCP. So I want to go with the volume here, and I also think that the Grizzlies could show up here at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks, just because it's highly televised. It's New York City, so I don't think John Morant slumps here necessarily, and they lowered his line on his PRA. And I looked at it at taking the under, but all in all, I just wanted to stay away from it. I do think that Cedric Coward is going to get a couple 3 balls up, though. All right. going back to the Jazz, because we always got to bet on the Jazz, right? Bet on the local team. So Isaiah Collier over 13.5 PRA. This is on Prize Picks right now, and I found a few other places as well. They aren't giving an altered line on it yet, but I would love actually to take an altered line on this down to like 11.5. He just has a really good scoring matchup. The problem here is that he's been very inconsistent this year. I mean, he's only played 2 games, but his minutes were 26, I think, and then like 16. That's a huge difference in minutes. So I don't know how many minutes he's going to get, but I know that he is going to be effective with those minutes when he does get them. So I do want to take a shot here, but it's just a lean because of those, he could only play 15 minutes. So he would have to get 1 PRA per minute that he's on the floor, which I do think he can do that. But it's just a little bit scary, I guess. And then, I don't know, I left a blank screen on there, sorry. One alt line for you today, Jonas Valanciunas over 4.5 points. So the regular line here is 7.5. I think 7.5 is okay if you want to take that. He did get 8 against the Kings. The problem here again is he's only playing 15 minutes or so. He's over in 8 of 9 games this year over this altered line. He only missed once against the Timberwolves. And so I like to just play the alt line, maybe just pair it with a taco for a double up, just an easy one, and call it a day. But that's what I like for alt lines today. So here is the best bet summary. I do have 3 best bets today, so you do have to choose today. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and then choose 2 out of these 3 best bets that you think will hit. And if they do, then you will be in for the cash prize giveaway. Now, these leans are also regular line plays. So if you want to choose the leans, I'll let you. But yeah, let's get some money today. Thanks, guys.